Hello and welcome. I'm Psychic Medium Roberto, and I truly hope you're doing well today. I'm going to be looking at the Kiely Rodni case, and I believe it is a true crime. And something just pinged on me this week, and we are in retrograde, so something from the past has tapped me on the shoulder. So let's have a look. Let me take a moment to focus and tune in. All right, so who was Kiely Rodni? And at the time of her disappearance as well as the discovery, I did receive a message about this case at the time. And the outcome for me is a little bit alarming because it doesn't necessarily match what I was given as messages. And although I did receive a message that the car was actually rolled down the embankment, I'll say it again. The message I received at the time of this crime was the car was rolled down the embankment. Okay, so which means the car was not on, it was not propelled by Kiely, it was possibly put in neutral and rolled down that embankment. All right, so let's have a look at Kiely here. Born September 1, 2005. And of course, we lost a young soul at a very young age. And, reports that she was very studious and she had completed her studies a year in advance, if I'm correct. And we find that in the number 9 as well as the number 8. That is all her higher power learning abilities. And I would say with the 9, does give her the higher learning capacity. She could have gone on and studied pretty much anything she wanted. And born on September the 1st is about the individual. And the outcome for her at the end of the day, the type of person she was a community person, she was a group person. Although she has the individuality in the 1, she is certainly also about the group in 10-1 that we see there. And also born on the year of a 7, and of course this year we are in a 7 year, and that is all about, on a crime level, about justice and injustice. But on a personal level, I would say Kiely enjoyed travel. The outdoors would have been what she enjoyed. She would have liked her freedom with that 7. It's all about freedom. And, being part of the group gives us that 17-8. And that includes her freedom, but she is able and willing to do and adventure into the world very prominently, I would say. These are very strong numbers for Kiely. So at the time of the case, I find it really odd that this has been ruled as a mishap or an accident where she drove at night into the lake by accident. And I do not believe that is the case here. Right, so if we bring up the main slide here, so the party night at the end of the school celebration, August 5th, 2022, and of course the discovery date on the top right was August 21, 2022. Now, if we look on the night of the celebration, end of school, it's relevant that we see the 13-4 there, right? So that's the end of school, moving on to high school or next level of education or moving on into the world. But the 13-4 certainly represents an ending and a beginning. And of course, we know the kids that evening were celebrating the end of school. And we note the 10-1, that's a group gathering. Now, because I believe the crime was committed after midnight, we know she left the party area after midnight, so that would have made it August the 6th, 2022. Now, I must say, with the message that I received that the car was rolled down, I don't believe Kiely was in control of the vehicle when it went down, and I do believe she was heavily intoxicated, which we see in that 5, the day after August 6th, the 5. Now, also alarming is that 14-5, which tells me the event surrounding her disappearance, there was lies being told, there were untruths, and with that 14-5, unfortunately, I believe there was an assault on her by males. And we see the identification of the males the day after, August 7. That 15:06 tells me older males were involved with the drowning or sinking of the vehicle on August the 6th, early hours of the morning. So we see the outcome August 6, 11:02. Now I can tell you, whatever was said about the situation and the reasoning around her disappearance was a law had been broken. And I find it very concerning that on that day, we have August the 6th, we have a 666, and that is very detrimental. So I believe Kiely, the world as we know it, knows that she was intoxicated and drove into the lake. And I'm going to tell you today that that is not the case. I believe there was sabotage involved here. There was an assault on this young girl, and she was left in the car intoxicated and probably passed out from all the alcohol. But I believe she did not drive into that lake on her own, and that vehicle was pushed and directed into that body of water. Okay, so I definitely believe there was a law being broken, and there were other people involved in this misfortune, and a crime had been committed that we see on August the 7th. That 7 in the day also alerts me that a law had been broken, a crime had been committed, and injustice had occurred by older males on and against a woman with the outcome 3 that is perpetrated on a woman. So what I'm seeing here in summary is that yes, on the party night, August the 5th, everyone was enjoying their celebrations. And I do recall that a note was made that older males arrived at the party that evening. And I do believe foul play has occurred here with Kiely, and it's not what we think in terms of her driving accidentally into the lake. We have the mass of the 666s, which is detrimental. We have the 14:5 males behaving badly, and the following day that 15:6 older males behaving badly and had broken a law 11:2. Now, if we go to the discovery day, August 21, 2022, we see the 8, the 21:3, and 6. Now, that 21:3 is alarming for me, as well as the outcome 11:2. I mean, even the diver that originally found the vehicle, the first words that came out of his mouth that this was not a natural death or an accident. There was definitely foul play, and that 11:2 and the 21:3 alerts again that a murder had occurred. The 21:3, there was a collective, there were a group of males, more than one, at least 2 males on a female, the 3, where a law had been broken, 11:2, and we note that the outcome of that day, 17:8, pings directly on Kiely's life path number. So in my opinion, the local authorities who bundled the case in the beginning anyway, because the vehicle was right there, need to reinvestigate this case, because I believe there was foul play, and Kiely did not drive into that lake as everyone thinks she did. And, calling out these numbers now, looking at these numbers in relation to the message I received at the time of this incident, there was definitely foul play. That car was pushed into the lake and not propelled by the engine or Kiely herself. And very strange. And of course, with that car being in the water, things can turn and change. But to find her right at the back with windows open, definitely foul play for me. And the numbers are revealing foul play. So unfortunately, we have a case here that has gone under the radar, written off as a student or a scholar behaving recklessly and accidentally drives in the lake. I don't buy it for 1 minute. All right, let me know what your thoughts are. I'd like to hear your comments. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed, and hit that notification icon for future uploads. And I would just say stay safe, stay alert, and I'll see you in the next one.